to Crafting Princesses. I am actually doing these two back to back, the felt flowers and this little side bow slash infant bow. So yes, my voice still sounds like this. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little bows. You can use them as an accent on a bigger boutique bow. You can put them like on the side or even in the center of the bow, or you can attach a hair clip to the back of these and you can use them on their own. You have so many different options on how you want to design these. You can do same color, you can do same color, two different shades, you can do two different patterns as I've done here. I also, at the edges of my tails, have added this strip that looks like rhinestone, but it actually isn't. You can find this at any craft store or even a place such as Yardage Town. If you could see here, it's just an indented, shiny metal slash probably made out of some type of foil or aluminum. So it's a lot cheaper than if you buy the rhinestone mesh, but choose whichever one you like. Even this step alone is optional. In addition to the two different colors of ribbon that you will need and the rhinestone slash sequin foil, if you choose to use that, you will need a lighter, scissors, glue gun, and embroidery floss. Okay, so we're going to start with the top of the bow, which is the pink polka dot there. I have cut this at 5 inches long. I'm going to heat seal my ends. Even if my ends are not going to be showing, I always heat seal them just so that nothing happens and the shelf life of the bow will be much longer if nothing starts falling apart. You're going to glue a little strip on one of the ends. You want to make sure that your pattern is facing out. Just slightly overlap that and press down. So now you have this circle, which we are going to make a little bow out of for the top. Alright, so you want to turn that over so that the seam is on the back. Now you've folded it, it should look like this. Find your center and crease it. One's down, one's going up. So you should have something that looks like this. You want to make sure that you do have your center. Let me just do that again. Okay. Then you're going to take your embroidery floss and you want to wrap that around a few times. At this point, I like to check to make sure that I am tying this off in the center. If it's not quite in the center, I like to move it over during this step so it's not as hard after I have tied it. So I'm just going to scoot that over. That's a good place. Pull that tight. And then you want to tie that off in the back. I do a double knot. Your ends. Okay, so there's the top of our bow. We can go ahead and put that to the side. Now we want to make our tails. I'm going to cut my spikes at each end by folding it in half and then cutting upwards in a diagonal motion. Fold in half, cut upwards diagonally. Take your lighter and heat seal those ends. Okay. And I've already cut my little rhinestone pieces here, and the size is perfect that you would only need 3 on each side of the tail. So you want to take your hot glue gun. Run a strip of glue on each side of your tail and attach your rhinestone pieces. Again, this step is optional, but I do think it adds a little something extra to the final product. Peel off any excess pieces of glue. And then I also like to heat seal after I've attached these, because when you cut off of the sheet of the rhinestones, there's little thread edges there. We're going to do the same to the other side. Okay, so you should now have your tails, which look like this. Don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. And then with your tails like this, you just want to crease it in the middle, just as we did for the top portion of the bow, just like that. You're going to take your embroidery floss and wrap that around a few times. I do it about 6 or 7 times. Tie that off in the back. So now you should have your 2 parts. You should have this one as well as the top portion of the bow. Next step, you're going to place a bead of glue underneath. So here's the front of your bow. Flip that over, place a bead of glue right there. Then you're going to take your tails and fold them down and push the top of your tails up against the bottom of your bow. So you should now have something that looks like this. Just move your tails around like that. For extra security, I also go around both pieces with my embroidery floss. Okay, some of your ends. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and cover our bow. I've already just cut out a small strip of 3/8 inch wide black grosgrain ribbon and heat sealed one end. I'm going to flip my bow over, place a bead of glue on the back, take my heat sealed end, place on top, press until it's dry. Only takes a few seconds. Flip my bow back around to the front, and then I'm going to place a bead of glue along the middle. Okay, so then I start adjusting there. Last step, place a bead of glue on the back and pull tightly. Adjust your tails at the bottom. Make sure you've got it looking exactly as you want it. Cut off any excess ribbon from the back. Make sure not to cut your bow. And heat seal that end. Okay. So at this point, you could consider everything complete, but me, I am going to add an extra little rhinestone in the middle. So I just have this sheet of rhinestones here, which I got from Michael's in their dollar bins. Place a small bead of glue. Don't do too much because the rhinestone will spread the glue out, and you don't want that to show. Place your rhinestone on top and press down ever so gently so that you're not squishing the glue out. And then just, you can fluff out the sides of your bows here. You can just gently push in on that, stick your finger through and fluff it out. And there you have it. These super, super adorable accent bows, so they, as I said, they can be used on the side of a larger boutique bow, or you can attach a clip to the back and have some really cute little piggy tails for your little princess. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. I will have more fun DIY projects that have nothing to do with hair bows, so please subscribe and keep watching. Bye.